absolutely have to physically be there. And if you are, you have a mask, you have this whole like headgear. We only have our masks off during rehearsal. Again, we get tested twice a week, whether we're working or not. So I was able to, so these are such different times. When you get done with work, you go right back to what I call my bat cave. This is my bat cave. I don't go out unless I absolutely have to for COVID, to be responsible with COVID. If one of us gets it, this set shuts down for 2 weeks. That could take a show down to its knees, and nobody wants to be that person, right? And our responsibility is to bring the viewers a new show. We can't do that if we're shut down. We can't film, right? So filming is different. Getting to know other cast members is different. It's difficult to create rapport, but not impossible. Lots of Zoom, lots of phone calls, texting, group texts. Ryan is fantastic. He's so cute. He is really cute. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw him, I was like, "Oh my God, he's so cute." He was the only one when I got cast I actually recognized their name, because I've been in school for 10 years. I haven't watched anything. So, but he's so good in this. Actually, everybody is so fantastic in this. But COVID times makes it strange. It's going to look like we were all together all the time filming this, and we actually were not. It's very PC. You know what I mean? Very PC. Like not together like we used to be on a set. Those are kind of old-fashioned days now. COVID, changed that.
Okay, one final question for you. When you're off the set, obviously, you don't have very much contact. What have you been doing, kind of in the spare time while you're during your downtime when you're not on set or having to act?
Oh God. I don't think my publicist wants me to tell you this, or my sons or my family, because I'm going to come off completely insane. Okay, I am an animal person. I've always had animals since I was a little girl. I rescued all animals, grew up to rescue wildlife. So I'm over here in Canada in a single, like, kind of a hotel with a balcony, and it's very city, right? And I have all these fur babies and feather babies and 2 children, and I have a life at home. Like, I have a full life. I'm very busy, and I get here and it's like, boom. I work maybe once every 2 weeks. I don't go out to be responsible. So there was a moth in my room. So I took a picture of it and I named it. I named it Steven. My son said I should name it Jeb. So I named it Jeb the moth. He took off one night, so I divorced him. He's gone. But now I have some pigeons out there that I've named. And I have a raven named Thor that I feed. So now I have all these pigeons out there that I feed in my name, and it keeps me really busy. So I have to clean up after them so that the patio out there doesn't get gross. I yell at the TV a lot because we're going through an election. I sit on my Pilates ball and yell at the TV a lot and hope they don't evict me from this hotel room. A lot of Zoom, a lot of group texts. And I try to find laughter throughout the day to not go insane. I got to tell you, Mark, it's like what they say, wherever you go, there you are. For me, this is that on steroids. Wherever I look, there I am. It's kind of challenging to be with myself a lot like this.
Well, crazy little quick story. A good friend of mine, Roxanne Modafferi, she's an MMA fighter. She was on a reality show called The Ultimate Fighter, and she, I think twice, she was on the series twice, and she made up a stick, a stick with a bunch of things, and actually named it. I forget what she named it, but she did the exact same thing. She had a little stick figure guy that she had made up and gave it a name.
I get that, because literally it's kind of haunting to be here with myself for hours. And I'm not a big TV buff. I have lately, now I'm into TV because I kind of have to be, but it's really more news oriented than anything. And Animal Planet, History Channel. I love Ancient Aliens because I totally believe in that stuff. Things like that, because I'm a weirdo. I don't really watch what like a lot of other people watch. But yeah, naming pigeons and crows. I have a gang of crows too out there. And then of course the ravens, they're huge. And like I take pictures of them and I send them. I put one on my Instagram. I said, here, meet Thor, and but I leave the pet moth and the other pictures for my family so that my fans don't think I'm completely nuts.
Well, speaking of which, where can people find you on social media?
Oh my God, I am so electronically challenged, and I certainly never did social media until I got on the show. my publicist, I've actually had to get a publicist too. I don't even have an agent. Dude. I just have a manager. Publicist is like, girl, you got to do social media. I'm like, dude, nuh-uh. And he's like, yes. I said, okay. So I only am doing Instagram because it's like the nicer of all of them, I guess, because I don't like when people get mean. It hurts. I don't like it. So I'm doing social media. It's Dedee Pfeiffer Official. Because when I went in there to get my name, someone took my name, I guess. Someone took my name years ago, which is very flattering. But then I was thinking, what are they saying? Like, are they pretending to be me? And then there's a Twitter out there, I guess. I guess I'm tweeting now too, which I've never done a day in my life. I wouldn't know how to do that. So only Dedee Pfeiffer Official Instagram. All the rest are imposters.
Okay, I know you have another interview coming up. So, but I do want to get you back on the show at some point, maybe a little bit later on the season, because we do have a lot more to talk about. But it's been absolutely fun to be able to talk to you as well. And let everybody know, Big Sky's coming up on Tuesdays, right?
It's actually, Tuesdays. We start on the 17th. What is today? Yeah, 17th.
Okay. Yeah, Tuesday starting November 17th on ABC. Dedee Pfeiffer, thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you, Mark, for having me, and I'll be back for sure.
You guys can check us out on social media at SWIV, and Somewhere in Vegas. On Facebook, you guys can also check us out on Instagram, SWIV Podcast. That's SWIV Podcast. You guys can check out some of the old episodes there on Spreaker.com or any of your podcast catchers. Make sure you guys subscribe to us as well on iTunes or wherever you get your podcast. You can even ask Alexa to listen to our podcast by simply asking Alexa, please, would you play Somewhere in Vegas? And they will play the latest episode. We will have episodes all the way up to the next year, pretty much. We've got a lot of interviews that are coming up in the next couple weeks, so guys, definitely check that out as well. You guys can go to Spreaker.com. That's our home for our home base, as it were. For some of the older episodes as well, we've had some really great guests on the past couple of weeks. So until next time, we'll be downloading episodes every Monday and every Wednesday. So until next time, I hope you guys are staying safe, and we'll talk to you next time on Somewhere in Vegas.